Hi everybody, welcome back to the Moose. We're going to get into the blues side of town now, and we're going to incorporate the blues into this sort of this position, that same position, and other positions, and again talk about pentatonic scale a little bit, minor pentatonic scale. And these next licks are going to have sort of a crow sounding style to them, or blues style. And I'm sure you've all heard this in backup and bluegrass backup, or maybe even in soloing. And so on and so on. Now I'd like to say also that you can learn these licks just by off the tab that I have associated with them. Or you can, I think it's a good idea to know where these licks come from as well. And when you know where they come from, you'll be able to use them when you're improvising in maybe different positions on the neck. And again, it's coming down to the pentatonic scale. And again, if you haven't gone over them lessons on pentatonics, you can go back and always review them. Sort of find your way. Again, you don't have to know where the licks come from. You can memorize a lick on your own. Maybe you can just memorize this lick. And then you'll always have it, memorized where you can put it into different places. But when you're improvising, it's good to know where, if you want to, it all depends on how far you want to take your improvisations, to learn as much as you can and where they might be coming from. So let me just talk about the blues a little bit. I didn't even just talk about the blues scale yet. We're going to remain with the pentatonic scale. And again, we're thinking about G because we're just out of this position. And let me say also that all of these licks are movable. Okay. G, C, D, D sharp. You can put them all over the neck with each of the 12 major chords if you like. Okay? And so let's get back to this again, the blues. To think about the blues, we're going to be thinking about that minor pentatonic scale. Okay? Again, I've already gone over this about the major relative minors and how the pentatonic scale works against either. Okay? So since we're thinking about G for right now, we're going to base these licks out of G. But again, they're all movable. You can do whatever you want with them. So let's take the minor pentatonic scale. Again, that 5-note scale. And that minor pentatonic scale has the blues engraved in it. And again, we can work the modes off of the minor or major pentatonic scales. Again, we just take the next note and keep working it up and down the fingerboard. And if we look at that, that's actually a B flat major pentatonic scale, the second mode of the minor. Again, you can flip these around any ways you want, but it's how you're thinking about maybe these scales that might help in your improvisations. So there's G minor pentatonic, B flat major pentatonic. But again, we can use this scale all the way up the neck. Or this is the same as down here. All of these pentatonic modes. Okay. So again, in going back, this is where the harmonizations of these scales. Again, I already went over this about you can harmonize a scale if you want to start with 2 or more notes to form chords, harmonizations. And I'm running out of time, but we're going to keep this going because it's important in your blues improvisations and where some of these licks are coming from. We'll see you next time on the Moosh, everybody.